All right, ladies and gents, we're off to start. Chicago Magic have the ball, keeping possession, passing around the defense as they look for options in the midfield. Long ball to the halfway line. Alexandria retain possession. We've got a 16 and unders match here. Arlington against Chicago Magic. Arlington take the ball upfield. They look for the left wing. Free kick to Arlington. About 35, 40 yards out. Pretty central position, so they'll probably look to chip the ball in, potentially have a shot, test the keeper early on. Good early chance here for Arlington. 26 over the ball. Looking for the header. Chicago managed to clear. Looking for the counter attack here. Arlington retain possession, go back to the keeper, look to calm things down. Passing the ball around the defense by Chicago. Just looking to retain possession, set up the formation for the next attack. We got Chicago here in the red shirts, red jerseys, red shorts. Arlington in the white jerseys and red shorts. Arlington look to take up the right wing here. They look for the ball over the top. Stopped by the Chicago Magic defense. Looked like it just went out of play there, but the referee says play on. Come up the left wing here, number 27. Tested the keeper. The keeper was pretty easily tested there. Managed to keep hold of the ball. Now Arlington looks to keep possession, pass around defense, get the midfield involved. Giving the ball away here though. Looking for a shot. There's 2 shots on goal now for Chicago Magic. Easily caught by the keeper there. Go for a long kick and Arlington are on. They got 3-on-3 here. Goes for a long shot, just wide. Keeper was scrambling a little bit there, but I think he had that far post covered. We've got 2 great teams here of Chicago managed by Connie Harris, and Arlington from Virginia managed by Christopher Ross. This is a 16 and unders match. First match of the day here in Wilson, North Carolina. Looking forward to see some good action here. The wind's playing havoc on the ball there. Looked like it was going past the halfway line. Just got shot. The wind could be a factor today, that's for sure. Takes a long range shot. Tested the keeper, but again, comfortable for the keeper. We've had some good efforts early on here. Should be, if it carries on like this, should be an entertaining game. Coming together of heads. Arlington Reds recover the ball. Goes back to the keeper to keep possession. Stay in a modern game. It's so important that these goalkeepers, are able to be that 11th man and be an option on the ball. We've seen both teams do that early on. Arlington gave the ball away here though. Chicago Magic try and look for the cross. Looks like a throw in to Chicago on the far left side here. They'll be hoping to make something out of this play. It was a corner, actually, giving it away, and now they can break. Chicago Magic retain possession again. Arlington will be a little bit disappointed by giving the ball away so much early on, especially in their own half. We've got number 27 here in the box. Just pushed over the defender there. Referee giving it Arlington's way. Arlington look to retain possession. They'll be hoping not to give the ball away again in their own half. That has been where Chicago Magic may have had their chances and look to score. Looking for the ball over the top. Chicago do well to retain possession. Looking for the ball over the top again. Just over the centre back's head. Gives it away to number 44. Got number 11 on the right wing, looking for the cross. Takes him on. There's a close chance there, but Arlington managed to get away with it and clear it out. They'll look for the counter-attack now. Good pressure by Arlington, just forcing Chicago to run the ball out of play. Arlington will look to have their turn in offense now. Throw into Chicago. Giving the ball away in their own half though, and Arlington will look to make the most of this. Chicago retain possession once again. Pass it back to the defense, try and settle things down. They look for the ball over the top. The centre back deals well with it, heads it to number 49. Number 49 looks to take it forward. Gets it to the centre forward. Looks like a throw in Chicago's direction. I'd like to take this chance to thank sponsors of US Youth Soccer, AmericanEagle.com and Bag Tags. Really looks like Chicago kind of controlling the pace of the game. They're not afraid to pass it around the back and kind of look for the chance. Arlington once again kind of giving the ball away in the middle. They'll kind of look to change that later on. A lot of the chances from Chicago have come from Arlington kind of giving the ball away in their own half. Arlington put the ball over top. Centre forward does a nice job of bringing it down, trying to create a chance here. Free kick towards Arlington. Similar position to what Chicago had. They'll probably look to get it over the top here, maybe get a header from one of their defenders, strikers. That's what they did go for. Unfortunately for Arlington, it goes straight through to the Chicago keeper. Keeper hits it long. into number 11. Looks across it in, shot, just wide. Both teams have kind of looked to shoot whenever they've had a silent goal here. It'd be interesting to see if they look to string a few more passes next time. Keeper goes short as they look to kind of retain possession here. Chicago have been applying a lot of pressure, high pressure on Arlington, which has forced them to give the ball away a few times here. Coming together there, but the referee says play on. So they give the ball away to Chicago. And it looked like a deflected cross there. The referee awards a corner. Crosses it in, back post. Arlington do a good job of getting it clear, and now they can break. Chicago does a good job of muscling out the striker and getting it back to their keeper, retaining possession here. Arlington do a good job here of, they got numbers back there, kind of sorting out the strikers from Chicago. It's fair to say Chicago do have most of the possession here, and they are looking to apply as much pressure as possible. Just called offside there, number 11. Keeper plays it short again as they look to pass it along their midfield. Goes over the top. A little bit of frustration from Arlington as they look to keep the ball. You know, they're passing around their defense, looking to go long. That hasn't really paid off for them yet. We'll see if they continue that approach. I think the key to this game is, you know, there are a lot of 50-50 challenges within the midfield. As of now, Chicago have won most of those 50-50s. Be interesting to see how that plays out for the rest of the match. Some pressure here from Chicago as the keeper gives the ball away. We've seen that happen a couple of times now, whether it's the defender or keeper. Chicago do like to play that high pressure game, and it is affecting Arlington a little bit as they keep giving the ball away. See if Arlington can structure something up here. It does well, gets into the midfield as they look to attack potentially. Arlington muscled out number 27 as the ball goes back to the keeper. Now it's Arlington's turn to keep possession. Give the ball away again. Number 44 looks to have a shot here. 27 has a shot, blocked. Arlington have the ball again. They're pretty happy right now just to kind of sit back, gain some momentum with their passing, and look for that opportunity over the top. Does go over the top on the right wing. Let's see if they can make something out of this play here. Chicago clears, deflects off an Arlington midfielder. Chicago throw in. Chicago bring it through the midfield. Striker helps out. It's a good ball. See if he gets on the end of it. Keeper makes the clearance. Was called offside though. Good play by the keeper though. On his toes. You know, these keepers now are so good at clearing the ball off their line, being aware, using their feet. And that was a good example there. Here's another example of the keeper getting involved in the play. Arlington are putting emphasis on keeping the ball, slowing the play down a little bit. They have been under some pressure early on, but they've managed to come out of it. Chicago aren't applying the same type of pressure they were early on. We'll see if that's going to continue. Good 1-2. Puts it wide. It's a good idea, but Chicago just managed to intercept that. There's a lot of 50-50 challenges here in the midfield. Arlington come out with the ball. Arlington retain the ball. Back to the defense. Slow the play down a little bit. Go again. Got a little bit of space here. Plays it wide. Looks to cross it in. Goes for a through ball. Chicago got to be careful there. Chicago striker does a good job of holding the ball up. He'll look to take it down the left. The defender does well, just kind of blocks him out the way and manages to pass it back to the keeper. Arlington are looking to have most of the play now, most of the possession, so the momentum's slightly switched here in this game. Things have definitely slowed down since the first 5 minutes or so. It's a high tempo game at the start. We'll see if that continues. Number 12 will look to get on the end of that. He does. A strong challenge from the Chicago Magic defender. Arlington look to apply the pressure again. Good skill on number 14, kind of just takes the ball out of the defender's direction. A few challenges within the midfield there. So Arlington looking to control play here. They're passing the ball around pretty nicely. Another free kick for Arlington here. They'll probably look to put it in the box. Looking for a header from defender or striker. See what they can do here. Good ball. Ooh, that looked like it was very close indeed. Keeper was scrambling there a little bit. Looked like it might have taken a deflection, but referee has awarded a goal kick. Very close chance there for Arlington. They'll be happy with the last 5-10 minutes. Arlington will be. Started a game off a little bit, you know, giving the ball away, but past 5-10 minutes, they've managed to apply a lot of pressure. The momentum's kind of switched a little bit there. Be interesting to see who gets that first goal. Obviously, the first goal is so important. Have to be careful here. Chicago Magic give the ball away in their own half. Looks to shoot. Blocked by a Chicago defender. As Arlington go back and look to keep possession. Right back does well there, just kind of keeping possession off that defender. Arlington do run the ball out of play though. Chicago Magic have the ball. Gives the ball away on a throw-in. Number 40 does a good job of kind of shielding the ball there, and he does get fouled. As Arlington have another chance to put that free kick into the box. Obviously they came so close on their last free kick. Puts it in. Keeper gives it a shout. Does a good job of getting it out of the box. Does get fouled within the process of that. Free kick to Chicago Magic. They are threatening from those free kick situations though, Arlington, so that is a positive thing for them. Gives it straight to Arlington. Chicago do manage to get it back as they look to attack here. They put it down the left. 27 just gets under his foot there as it goes back in Arlington's way. Arlington just passing it around the defense here. As they look to take it through the midfield. Chicago Magic does a good job of kind of getting the ball back. That midfield battle has been, you know, 50-50. A lot of challenges, a lot of chances to retain possession. That has to be key to this match right here. Arlington look to go short rather than over the top. The referee says, too quick, we got to make a substitution. Matthew Goodwin will come onto the pitch. Looks like he's going to slot in at that left midfield position. Chicago manage to get ahead on it, but it does go backwards. And Arlington do retain the ball here. Centre back clears it out. If in doubt, get it out. Throw in opportunity, and he goes for a long ball. Keeper will grab it though. As Chicago look to have a spell in possession. Just under the foot of the defender. But they do a good job of outnumbering that striker there. Yeah. It's Alexandria. Okay, sorry. Chicago Magic looking to attack down the left wing. Keeper does manage to get that ball. Alexandria look to attack here. That was very close indeed. They've got to be careful. They do continue to pass it around their defense. Keeper is a big part of that, by the way. It's good to see that. Just hope that they don't give the ball away too many times here. Otherwise, they will have to hit that long ball sometimes. That looks like a foul in Chicago's Magic's direction. Good free kick position here. We'll see what they can do. Probably the right kind of position for a cross here. Has been a lot of free kicks in this game in good positions. We'll see what happens here. Puts it over top. Good ball. Just over the bar there. Good chance for Chicago Magic. Would have liked to get that on target there. Test the keeper from close range. Alexandria do go short again. Keeper almost again, just giving that ball away. Chicago Magic does apply that pressure up there. That has been a little bit of a challenge for Alexandria in this half. Just playing that ball across the defense with the high pressure that Chicago Magic has. Chicago Magic do look to make a substitution here. We'll play on for now. As Alexandria looks to put a ball over the top. That almost made it through. Good defending by the right back there. Wind's picking up here a little bit in Wilson, North Carolina. Keeper looks to clear this time, and it does go to one of his midfielders as they look to play the wide option there. Looks to take him on. Does a good job though of getting his foot on the ball, pulling it out of play. Chicago looking to make a substitution here. Manages to go through the Chicago defense as they clear. Looks for the ball over the top. Both teams do a pretty good job of, you know, once they do get that possession, they do tend to pass it around nicely. And they do often look for that ball over the top. Hasn't worked out for either team yet, but centre-backs have done a pretty good job of dealing with those long balls so far. Just clears off the Chicago Magic defender there. Alexandria throw-in. Both keepers getting involved here with the play. Number 11 comes in, lays it off, looks to go long, puts the ball over the top there. Alex well to head that ball out. Once again, that long ball dealt with by the defenders of Alexandria. Chicago looks to make another substitution here. Hans Heineke coming on here. Look to change the attack a little bit, give them a different option. Throw in for Chicago here. Alexandria managed to get out of their box, and they can kind of counter-attack here. Doesn't have too many options right now as Chicago clears it out for a throw-in. Got teams from all around the country here. The US Soccer National League features the top teams in the country who earn their place in the league by a top finish in last year's National League, or a top finish in their respective regional championships or leagues. So we do have some high quality soccer here, guys. Pleasure to be here, pleasure to be watching it with you. Another free kick for Chicago as they pass it on to the keeper. Keeper looks to go long. Chicago looks to be getting their head on this. That wind is slowing the ball down a little bit in this direction. Chicago do manage to get that ball as they look to go on the right wing here. See what he does, see if he can take on that defender. He's got 3 men on him there. He does well to get it back to Chicago. Takes a shot. Once again, no, just wide. That wind is kind of going in kind of Alexandria's favour right now. Especially on long balls as well. It just kind of hangs up there. Makes it a little bit easier for the defenders to deal with. We'll see if that changes in the second half when they switch sides. Good goal kick by the keeper. Got a chance here, Alexandria, as they look to take the right wing. Does well to beat 1 man. He's got 2 men on him here. Takes a shot, but just kind of scuffs it as it comes across his body there. Couldn't really put it in the direction that he wanted. Referee has given a corner though. Didn't look like it took a deflection from this angle, but I'm not gonna argue with the referee. Chicago looking to make another couple of substitutions down here. Looking to freshen the play up a little bit. It's a cold day out here, cold windy day out here in Wilson, North Carolina. As Alexandria look to put the ball in, it's a great corner. Great corner, great chance. Just hit it, just headed it wide of that goal. Would have loved to have got down target. A little bit frustrating for Alexandria with such a good chance there. It is promising play though for Alexandria. Chicago making a double substitution here. Looks to go short there as they keep possession. Puts that ball over the top. See if they can retain it. They do, and it looks like they have 4 on 4 here on the left wing. Does well though, that right back. He's had a good game. As he looks to take him on. That does look like a foul though. Chicago Magic defender just got his body in front of that ball and just coming together there. Takes that free kick straight away. Looked like a handball that the referee gave there. As the ball goes back in Alexandria's possession. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit here now, guys. Alexandria looked to go short at the back. Get the keeper involved once again. He does well and gets out to the left wing. Switches to play. Let's see what they can do here. He's got a little bit of space to bring the ball forward. Puts it into the midfield. Little bit of pressure from Chicago. He managed to come out there with the ball though. He does well. As they look to take it down that left wing maybe. Gets the left back involved. Puts it over the top. We'll see if the keeper collects. He does. Good job by the keeper. Owning that area. Chicago Magic now looking to take the ball up the left wing. Puts it over. Alexandria's quite happy just to put the ball out of play over there under some pressure from Chicago. Chicago goes short as they look to cross it in. Cleared by Alexandria there as they look to counter here. Takes the ball past the halfway line. Got a left wing option there. A one-on-one chance. Just offside. Called offside by the linesman. Good play though by Alexandria. Left midfielder would be hoping just to wait a couple more seconds on that play there. Promising stuff though for Alexandria. They are looking to make a substitution also. Number 26. Coming on for number 12. Keeper goes long as Alexandria win the header. Free kick in Chicago Magic's direction as they play it quickly. Alexandria plays it wide. The new man, the 26 substitution. Slide tackle coming together, but the referee says play on as number 26 takes it down the right wing here. They'll be looking to make the most of this. The defender does a good job though and comes together, gets that ball, clears it out for a corner. Last corner Alexandria had, they did have a great cross, great header. Unlucky that it went wide. Let's see what they can do here. Puts the ball in. Another good ball, but the keeper does manage to clear this time. Good play by the keeper there. Alexandria just put that ball in, but Chicago does manage to clear. Does a good job, Chicago Magic player. They'll be looking to attack here. Get it down the left. There are a lot of defenders though around those Chicago players. Alexandria have done a really good job of getting back from that corner. As they look to attack again, they put the ball over the top. Didn't quite work out that time as it goes through to the keeper there. Alexandria managed to retain possession. Coming together there, the referee gives the foul in the favour of Alexandria as they look to take the ball past the halfway line. Giving the ball away though. And we got Chicago Magic coming down the right wing. He's got a little bit of space here, number 27. He'll take it down the right wing. He'll look to cross it in. Defender on, does a good job, gets within there. Has a shot, but it hits a side netting. Good effort there from number 27. I think his teammates might be asking a few questions whether he could have passed it into that box and look to give him another option. That is promising play though from Magic. That number 27 does show a little bit of promise. Looks like a strong boy. Kind of took that defender on. Does look like he's coming off the pitch now though. Number 17 will replace him. Kurt Herman. And he'll slot right into that right wing position. Alexandria do go short again. That keeper does give that ball away again, as that substitute manages to get a corner off that play. Alexandria are sticking to that kind of, pass around play, even at the back. They have given the ball away sometimes, but they're sticking to it, and they're playing with that system. So you've got to admire that a little bit. They've got to be careful though, as that ball comes in the box. Goal! Top left-hand corner. Good finish. Just kind of bounced around the box there, as he kind of just kicked at it. Went in that top left corner. Keeper managed to get a hand on it, just couldn't keep it out. Good goal from the Chicago Magic, and that ultimately comes off a corner where the keeper unfortunately gave that ball away. Did mention it earlier. Alexandria looks to quickly get off the play here. Chicago Magic with the first goal of the game, as Alexandria look to bounce back here. Against the run of play a little bit, that goal. And the referee blows for half time. 1-0 to Chicago Magic here at half time. All right, ladies and gents, we're back here at the second half. Chicago lead the game 1-0. Alexandria did kick us off there. Keeper put the ball out of play. Chicago have a throw-in on that left side. Be interesting to see how Alexandria bounce back here after conceding such a late goal in that first half. That first goal normally so important in games like these, especially with 40-minute halves. Chicago look to retain possession. Keeper just settling things down here. Few options here as he puts it out to that centre back. Centre back takes it up the field a little bit. Gives that ball away though, as Alexandria look to take it through the midfield. Puts that ball over the top. Chicago just manages to clear. Alexandria does have some room here to get down that. Takes him on, manages to get past him a little bit. Comes back in, puts that ball in. It's a good ball. Ooh, just wide. Maybe just a little bit out in front of him. Great ball though. Promising start for Alexandria as they look to bounce back from that 1-0. That first goal in that first half laid on. Keeper goes short out wide, but we've seen both teams do that a lot this game as possession has been an important factor. Plays it down that right wing. Alexandria does put that pressure on though. Be interesting to see what Alexandria does here. We got a one-on-one here. Good save by the keeper. 27 will be a little bit disappointed there because he was one-on-one. If he went either side of the keeper there, he probably would have scored. Good save from the keeper though, got to give him credit. Bit of a scrap here as the referee calls a foul in Alexandria's direction. Sorry, in Chicago's direction, my apologies. Chicago will look to put that ball over the top here as some players gather just outside that box. Puts it in there, it's a good ball, but a keeper just manages to catch that ball. 27 again, just managed to almost get in front of the keeper there and get his head on that ball. He's almost had two very good chances here in the last minute or so. Alexandria managed to get a throw away to Chicago as 27's having a good influence on this game. He's, you know, at the forefront of a lot of their attacks right now. Number 27 again, down that left wing. As that ball just goes out for a throw in there. Chicago ball. Chicago 1-0 up here, ladies and gents. And they have the ball now as they put it into the box. Not the best clearance as they give it to a Chicago player on the edge of the box. Alexandria will look to get out though. They don't have many options up there. Chicago managed to retain possession here as they go again. Down that left wing, it's a good ball to number 27. See what he can do here. Puts it on to number 16, puts that ball in. It's a great ball. Just no one there to kind of pull it in the back of the net there. Coach is kind of putting his arms up saying, who's on the end of that? Great ball from that left back there. Chicago manages to retain that goal kick as they look to force pressure again. Goes out wide, good ball. Number 8 will look to cross it in here. Does reach the Chicago defender, but he just can't bring it down. Chicago looks to have a shot here, but the keeper easily saves that shot right there. Got about 35 minutes left here in the second half as Alexandria take the ball up the right field. Alexandria look to play it short rather than going long. See if they can keep possession here. They managed to do so. Chicago are applying a lot of pressure in that midfield, though. It will be interesting to see how Alexandria deals with that. Chicago look to keep the ball here, as they have had a very good start, I must say, after their first goal at the end of that first half. Alexandria have had a couple of chances, but most of the play has been with the Chicago Magic. Throw in here on the left side of the field. That will just come into the keeper there. Keeper throws it out to the right midfielder as he looks to take it forward. The one will look to take it up the field here a little bit as he goes long. It's a good ball. Number 11 might get on the end of this, but it will go through to the keeper there. As Alexandria does have some space on the left midfield here. Goes over the top again. Number 40 at the end of this. But the centre back does a good job, just clears out of defence. Alexandria with the throw in. Another clearance by Chicago, out for another throw in. A little bit of pressure here from Alexandria. Looks to make something out of this. It's a good throw into the box. He does manage to shield off the Chicago defender. Let's see what he can do here as he crosses it in. Just deflects out for a corner. Another corner opportunity. Alexandria, they did have a great chance here in the first half. Let's see if they can come up with something here. Goes through a couple of players there as Alexandria recovers possession. Alexandria managed to get that 50-50 challenge in, and he's through and goal. He's got one-on-one chance, and he finishes beautifully. Number 6 with the goal there. Just a nice ball over the top there as he puts it past the keeper. We've got a great game here now, guys. 1-1 the score is. Calmly pull into the left-hand side of the net there. Maybe a little bit of lapse of defending with the Chicago Magic. There was a lot of space on that left side of the field as they did recover from that corner clearance. Was alone there, one-on-one with the keeper with such an easy ball played into him. Keeper looks to play it out on the right wing. The defender misjudges the header there as number 11 looks to take on the defender. He manages to skip. It's a good shot, but the keeper made a great save there. A little bit of lack of concentration from the left back from Alexandria. Misjudged the header, but number 11 done really well there to kind of take it past that left back there too. We've got a great game here, guys. End-to-end stuff here in Wilson, North Carolina. Number 27 looks to kind of shave off 3 defenders there. Very tough task for him. A little bit of coming together in the midfield, but the referee says play on, as Chicago Magic look to come down the right wing here. Alexandria does a good job of getting men around the ball there and just shutting them out, but Chicago do have the ball here. A little bit of a heavy touch by number 44 as he puts it into the defender's feet. A lot of transition play here. No one can seem to keep the ball for too long right now, especially in that midfield area. Number 6 looks to go along with that ball. Looks like he might just be offside, but he's actually on. Keeper does a great job to sweep that clearance there. The flag did stay down on that play, so that was a good chance there for Alexandria. They're in again here as he goes one-on-one, but he is offside on that play. He is offside. Good pressure though by Alexandria. They'll be happy with the last 5 minutes or so with that goal. They have had a couple of opportunities as well. This game is opening up a little bit. A final third for both. Keeper goes long with that kick. Alexandria will look to deal with that header. It's a good header, and he does manage. He's through here, 40. See if the defender makes it back. Here's a one-on-one chance, and he does finish great. The game has changed here so quickly, and it was a similar goal in that situation with that ball over the top. Number 40 done a great job of just trying to shield that player and calmly put the ball away in that left corner again. Alexandria will be very happy with how this second half has gone now. Let's see if Chicago can answer back with some pressure of their own. They are making a substitution in the meantime. Number 91 coming onto the field. Looks like he'll slot into that centre-back position there. Great game we got. Went into the half, Alexandria. You've got to give them credit. They've bounced back, scored 2 goals. Alexandria seems to be playing with a little bit of confidence now. They're keeping the ball much better. Those goals help them out a lot with that confidence. Chicago pressure, just forcing that defender to put that ball out of play. Got about 25 minutes left here, ladies and gentlemen. Number 8 puts the ball in the box, just outside. Does come to a Chicago defender. There are a lot of Alexandria players around that player, though. You have to give them a lot of credit every time a Chicago player has managed to get that ball. There are a lot of defenders. In this occasion, though, they do give that free kick away in a dangerous position. We'll see if Chicago can make the most of this opportunity. As a referee, make sure the wall is 10 yards away from the ball. This is a good opportunity for Chicago to equalise. Be looking to maybe have a shot here and test the keeper. He does that, and it's a great goal. Great goal in the top corner, hits the post and goes in. Beautiful goal, that is. Just kind of curled it in, hits the post and goes in. We've got a great game here now. It's 2-2. As Alexandria look to rebound from that free kick goal. A little bit against the run of the play, that free kick, but you have to give Chicago credit. They made the most of that opportunity. Was a great finish. Alexandria looking for a foul there, but the referee says play on as Chicago look to take it down the right wing. Number 6 does a good job of muscling out that defender. Gets that ball back. He does have 2 Chicago players around him though, and Chicago does get the ball back. They put it ball in. Looked like it was going to go out for a corner, but number 6 manages to recover the ball. Puts it up to the striker. A lot of Chicago players around that number 40, but he does manage to get that ball out down to the right wing. Number 12 takes on the right back there. Number 71. Not many options here for Alexandria, but they do a good job of retaining possession. Number 14 looks to come on in the inside, and the referee has given a foul on the Chicago defender. Another good free kick opportunity here, this time for Alexandria. A little bit further out than what Chicago had, but still a good opportunity for them to gain the lead here once again. Number 6 stands over it. Looks like he might be the one taking it, but he doesn't. It was a good effort by number 8. A little bit far out maybe for the curler. Would have to have perfect precision to get that on into the net. Keeper makes an easy save. Good 1-2 play by Chicago, just doesn't manage to come off though. Alexandria looked to come on. He's got a lot of space here as he looks to cross it in. He does get some loft under that cross. Wasn't the best cross that he could have asked for, but Alexandria do retain possession as they look to cross it in again. Unfortunately for Alexandria, no one in the box as the keeper collects. Number 27 will get on the end of this goal kick here. Let's see if he can make the most of this. Doesn't have many options, only one person in the box. He looks at that person. Number 11 looks to get on the end of that, but 2 defenders clear that ball. Number 16 does a good job there at taking 2 defenders on. Chicago Magic looking to sustain some pressure here. Number 27 just gives the ball to the defenders around him. Is again on the edge of the box. Chooses to pass it back this time to keep possession. They are on the right wing here as a right back overlaps the right wing and do get from that. Good play by Chicago Magic as they look to get back. We've had 2 lead changes in this game. Good opportunity here for Chicago to put that ball in. We have seen some good chances here in this game from corners. Puts that ball in. It's a high lofted ball. Just comes off the back of the striker's head. Chicago will retain possession though, and they have it on the right wing. The defender does a great job of standing up, takes the ball away from that right wing midfielder from Chicago. Number 40 looks to take the ball out of possession, out of the midfield here. He does a good job. He kind of muscled away 2 players there, and he does another one. And he hits a good ball just slightly towards the centre there for number 22 to get on the end of. Number 11 will get the ball here as he passes it back to his right back, sorry. Just tries to put it into that left wing. Number 27 will collect. Free kick given by Chicago as he makes it short, but a referee's not having it. He said the ball wasn't in the right spot. Another good opportunity here for Chicago. Obviously scored from a free kick on their previous goal. We'll see what they can do here. Number 44 again. This time slightly further out than the first time. Just over the bar there. Would be a little bit disappointed with that effort. Looks like we might have a nosebleed from a Chicago player here, so it's a little bit of a stop in play. Number 25. Hope he's okay. I'm sure he just needs a towel to get the blood away, and then he'll be good to go. Chicago just kind of playing it through the defence now. They will make a substitution for that player who did have the nosebleed right now, as they have 10 players, one less player than Alexandria. A lot of space here for Chicago in the defence. They're pretty comfortable, not much pressure from Alexandria right now. Number 8 throws it down the right wing, does give the ball away though. Number 14 does well. There was some shirt pulling right there from number 8. Foul given for Alexandria. Number 29 over this ball. Looks to switch the play onto the other wing. Does a good job. Number 6 has a lot of space there in the midfield. He can bring it forward. Looks for that through ball. Number 22 just slipped there. It's a good ball by the right back. He's got a little bit of space to take into play. Puts that ball through to number 27. He's got a few defenders around him. He's taken down the left wing. Looks across. Just deflected, but they get that ball back. And another block from Alexandria. 2 good blocks there. Good defending from Alexandria. Chicago does manage to get the ball back though. And Alexandria will have to defend again. Number 31 puts that ball in. Centre back deals with it. A lot of those loose balls right now going to Chicago on the edge of that box. Number 8 does a good job of just trying to take that ball down as they look to calm things down and keep possession here. Number 6 does a good job, but ball just long. Number 11 coming inside in the central position there, looking to have more effect on the play. Good clearance, good header by the centre back from Alexandria. This game has slowed down a little bit now. Possession is pretty important as players get a little bit more tired, it looks like. Looks like could have been a foul there, but and the referee does give that foul. Just a little bit of the coming together there as number 40 tried to take the ball down the right wing. I think there was a slide tackle from that left back that kind of, hopefully the player's okay. There will be a substitution for the Chicago Magic. Alexandria look to switch it to the left wing here. Push that ball over the top. He will collect number 14. Kind of just runs the ball out of play though from pressure from a Chicago Magic defender. Looking for that long ball again. Chicago do manage to get that rebound. See if he gets on the end of this. It would just run out of play. Seems like that long ball has worked well for both of these teams in this game. When it just kind of goes over that centre back's head. Got another long ball here, and number 40 looks to take it, but the defender does a good job of mussing out, putting it out for a throw-in. Number 40 will look to cross this ball in here as he shields number 91 off. And the referee does give a foul in a good position for Alexandria here. Right next to the corner spot. About 13 minutes left to play here. As Alexandria look to make the most of this opportunity. Puts that ball in. Number 27 clears. As number 14 retains possession as looks to come down the right wing. Number 12 kind of does a bicycle kick. Manages to get it to one of his players. Chicago midfielder does a good job of getting that ball, and now they can counter-attack. Number 27 taking it down the field. He's got two defenders around him. In the end, number 1 done really well to stick with him and kind of muscle that out. Managed to get that ball back to the keeper there. Foul given for a late challenge. Substitution for Chicago Magic here as they look to freshen things up. But we'll continue on with play for now. The assistant referee was flagging, saying to the ref, we have a substitution, but the referee says play on for now. As they look to go down the left wing with a ball over the top, but Chicago Magic does deal with that play. Good 1-2 play by Chicago Magic. And number 11's kind of started on the right wing at the start of the game, but he's kind of got a more of a central position now, and he looks lively in there. And you know, he does get a ball now. He's on there, looks to kind of take it into offense, and he does so. Number 15 just manages to take it down the left wing here. Looks like the referee's given a goal kick there as Chicago make that substitution. Alexandria playing it through their keeper here. He does a good job of finding one of his teammates. Number 44 couldn't quite find a Chicago player with that. Alexandria retained possession as they look to come past the halfway line. Number 40 goes long down the left wing. It looks like a good ball. Number 22 will get on the end of this. He does well. Hasn't got many options. Number 12 was alone there in the box. He could have passed that. Does hit the post in the end. Was a good effort. But number 12 would have surely had a one-on-one chance there if the ball managed to find him. Alexandria with the corner now as that did take the deflection. We'll see if they can whip it in here and look for that header from Alexandria teammate. Good ball, and he does get a header on it. Wasn't in the direction he wanted, as they do keep possession. A little bit of a scrap there, as the referee does give a foul for the Chicago Magic. Referee heavily involved in this game, as both teams are a little bit pulling shirts. You know, a lot of 50-50 challenges. It's only natural that there are going to be some fouls in this game. The keeper goes long. Alexandria does manage to win the header, as they push it back to the keeper. It's a little bit short, and the keeper had to come out the box to clear that. He does well, as he does also find the Alexandria player. Does well chipping that over. Striker couldn't quite bring that down, as that ball will come out for a Chicago throw-in. Just under 10 minutes left in this game, guys. 2-2 to score. Chicago Magic 2. Chicago just scoring at the end of that first half. Went in at the break 1-0. After the break, Alexandria came out and really responded to that goal by scoring 2 goals in quick succession. And then a lovely free kick by Chicago to equalise and make it 2-2. They do have a chance here though, Chicago, as number 11 has the ball at the edge of the box. Not many options out wide as he goes back to number 3. He is on the wing though, and they do try and find number 11. Couldn't quite get it through to him as Alexandria do clear up. Number 11 has the ball again. Does give the ball away as Alexandria do put pressure on number 11. As they look to take the ball up the right wing here. And he's number 44 has a little bit of space. He'll look to take the shot here. And he continues to go. And he does kind of chip that. You might have been argued that he could have took that shot on earlier. But he does a good job of testing that keeper. Just kind of chipped it, and the keeper has to tip it over the bar. They will get a corner now though, as they look to make the most of set-piece situations, and they have done well in this game, and so have Alexandria. So we'll see if they can nick it here in the last 7 minutes of play. A lot of Chicago Magic players in that box there. Puts that ball in. It's a good ball near the front post. Alexandria just managed to kind of clear that off the front post. It did kind of hover in that yard box there, and it does go out for another corner as they have another opportunity. Chicago will make another substitution here. A little bit of confusion on the sideline here as they try and make a substitution. The clock is still ticking. About 5 minutes and a half left as they go short. Here's a little bit of space here. Does play it back to number 44. He does manage to get on the end of it. Chicago will be frustrated with that effort as they kind of give that opportunity away there. They do manage to retain possession as he switches to play. Gets a header on it, puts it through. Number 27 tries to outmuscle that centre back as it does go out for a goal kick. Some good goals in this game with that free kick and some good finishing, you know. Keepers have been tested. Some good saves from the Alexandria keeper also. Number 44 collects within the midfield as he makes a 1-2 with his teammate. Chicago applying some kind of pressure now Alexandria seem to be stuck in their own half as of right now. We'll see if they can make something out of it here. They do a good job of getting it to the right wing. They have a little bit of space. Those substitutions from Chicago seem like they made a difference in a little bit of the fitness of the players. There's a little bit more pressure that was so successful in that first half for them. Chicago clears to the left wing. The left back of Alexandria will collect as he takes on that right midfielder. Takes it down the wing, does a good job, does get fouled in the process. And Alexandria will have another good free kick opportunity on that left wing. Referee says bring it forward a little bit. And I'm sure Alexandria won't complain about that as they get to place that free kick slightly closer. Number 8 puts that ball in front post. And that striker just flicks it on there, but couldn't really find a teammate. Good opportunity though for Alexandria as they look to build the pressure here. Chicago clears. Alexandria goes back to the keeper as they look to keep possession. Now it's their turn to kind of sustain the pressure. A lot of action here from the Chicago coach. He's very animated down here. I'm sure his players really appreciate the passion he has for the game, and the same can be said for the Alexandria bench too. It's been a pretty, turn game where, there's been a lot of lead changes, so it's definitely a good game for the neutral, I'll say that. Let's see if Alexandria can get a goal here though and take the victory. Number 29 manages to pick that clearance off. Number 27 lays that ball off nicely to number 44 as he takes down the right wing. He puts that ball in, but the keeper will collect. About a minute left of play here. Let's see if anyone can make an opportunity, make the most out of the opportunity here. The referee does give a foul though, and that breaks up the play. Goalkeeper will look to go long. This looks like it might be the last chance here, as number 6 clears out for a throw-in. Alexandria do make a substitution here. Alexandria clear that ball to the strike. He can't bring it down as Chicago will retain possession. That midfield battle has been so brutal for both teams. There's a lot of 50-50 challenges. Number 22 does a good job of taking it back, but number 91 will clear, does a good job of getting back and clearing that ball. Chicago Magic will take it down the right wing now. Good slide tackle by the Alexandria left midfielder. Got an opportunity now as they come down the right wing. Number 27 takes a look up, sees if he can crosses it, does that, puts it in. Good chance here, and he scores. Hits the post and goes in. Great finish there from number 11, I think that is. Good goal. Great play by number 27, bringing it down the right wing. Just putting that ball slightly behind the defenders there. Number 11 kind of comes in on the edge of the box there, puts it in the left-hand side of the goal. Off the post twice now for Chicago as they win, as they are leading 3-2, sorry. Number 44 taking it down the right wing here. Got a little bit of space as he will take it to the corner to get the clock going a little bit more and waste some time. And that is full time, ladies and gents. Chicago Magic with the win, 3-2, just snatching it late on there. Great game overall. Alexandria will be disappointed, but they can take a lot of positives going forward.